Listen, my heart goes out to you, man. I know that you got a lot of stuff going on.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's
Because right now when we finish tonight, then I have to answer about maybe 20 emails and chats, and everybody wants to meet with me, and it's just not enough times in the hours in the day.
all right. Here we go. We are live, guys. We're going to start this off. First of all, I want to welcome everybody here that if you're interested in finding out more about eXp Realty Panama launch, you are in the right place. We have the right players, and I couldn't be more excited to have the man at the head of this in Panama. We have Luis Pimentel. Luis, how are you?
How are you? How are you? Nice to meet you, David. Thank you for the opportunity. I know everybody's very excited. Everybody is looking forward to this EXP model, which is the future of real estate.
It is, and we're going to get into that. Just to do some groundwork here, number one, this is going to be recorded. So if you miss something or you need to go back or you want to share it, you're going to be able to see it. Number two, I am in the United States, but we have wonderful leaders here who are bilingual. And so we're going to be doing some English and Spanish here. So without further ado, we're going to introduce our second guest here, which is Mario Rubio with eXp Realty. Hey, Mario.
Hey, David, Luis, so happy to be here, my friends. Let me switch to Spanish very quickly a todos mis compañeros panameños y latinoamericanos, ¿no es cierto? Estoy muy contento cuando escuché la noticia que Luis Pimentel iba a ser el principal broker, el broker of record from eXp Panama. I said, oh, we are going in the right direction. You know what I mean? Oh, man, he is the best. I know Luis for so many years. I see you in Boston, Chicago, Uruguay, Peru, everywhere, man. So congratulations, Luis. We are here, my team, the American Global Group by eXp, con David and the whole 51,000 eXp realtors. We are in your team, eXp Panama, Luis. So we are looking forward to work together. So happy for you, my friend.
Super Mario, Super Mario.
Super Mario in every country. We know that. So why don't we do this? I have a couple of slides here that we can set the table, and we'll start off with Luis here. So I'm going to do a screen share. Luis, for the agents that are watching this, not only in Panama, but around the world, please explain to them a little bit about maybe your background and your position now with eXp Realty.
Well, thank you very much. I've been a broker in Panama for just a little over 20 years. Okay, I'm involved in the industry. I'm a master broker of a few developments here in Panama City and on the beach side, and I've done property management. I've done a lot of things that involve the real estate business, but I'm very actively involved in the Real Estate Association of Panama, ACOIR, and I was its president in 2019. That opened the door for a lot of things, and I'm currently actually a member of the board of directors of the National Association of Realtors, NAR, as an international member in the United States. So it was a great opportunity. I'm heavily involved in everything that's happening here in the industry. And other than that, internationally, I'm a member of FIAPSI and of NAR. So either international or national, I'm involved in the real estate business in Panama.
That is wonderful. I mean, what a rich resume and experience and background. And those are the types of leaders that eXp is attracting. I'm going to get back to you and ask you a question. What attracted you to eXp? But our second host here is Super Mario Rubio. Mario, tell all the agents in Panama and around the world who don't know you, because everybody normally does, your background and how you got here.
Yes, no, thank you, David. Wow, that's a yes. Myself, I've been a realtor for the last 28 years. I started with Century 21, Remax, another 100% real estate company. And for the last 20 years, from 2000 to 220, I used to have my own brokerage, which was Rubio Real Estate. And in 2021, I took my global business to EXP. No, I mean the local association is NVR, my Northern Virginia. I was the president in 2014. I joined I was the global ambassador to Peru for the National Association of Realtors. That when I met Luis, and then like Luis said, when you become a realtor, when you join the global family, my God, the world, what I mean, everything goes crazy, everything goes global, the opportunities are there. So all my friends, a todos mis amigos panameños realtors que se unan a una asociación y que sean realtors, ¿no es cierto? Es muy importante porque las oportunidades se le va a abrir un 100%. Su negocio local de Panamá, en Boquete, en las playas, en el Chame, cuando join el National Association of Real Estate, le va a crecer. Y ahora más EXP que está en Panamá, ¿no es cierto? Entonces el A&R, la combinación perfecta con A&R Global y EXP Global. Y teniendo un principal broker como Luis, es a win-win situation, ¿no es cierto? Por los 5 años, I was the regional coordinator to South America. I've been to, and every time I will travel to South America, I will stop in my second home, Panama. I will see my friend Luis. I will see all my friends from Alcovir, all the international fiascos, do some networking, and then go to Argentina, Peru, Uruguay. This is the beauty of Panama. Panama, the location is real estate. Location, my friend. Panama, you guys are in the best place, Between South America, todos nuestros hermanos Latinoamérica que están buscando con la coyuntura que está pasando, como usted sabe, en Perú muchas crisis políticas, Chile, Argentina, buscan Panamá y muchos los 50 millones de baby boomers from United States and Canada. They're looking for a nice place to retire, which is Panama. So, compañeros panameños, let's get to work. Let's join EXP. Let's make it happen, man. Serious. So, thank you, David.
Super Mario is so excited about this company. I'm your third guest here. And first of all, thank you for taking time. I'm here in Washington, D.C. And yes, I'm going to speak English. Luis and Mario are going to speak Spanish, and we're going to cover them all. If you have any questions as we're going through this, guys, go ahead and put it in the chat session, and we'll answer them towards the end. My background, why I'm here, is I've been in real estate 23 years. I played a little bit of football here in the United States, not the type that you guys are probably used to, with a helmet and a pigskin for the Washington Redskins. And then I got into real estate. I was there for, I don't know, maybe 20 years before I was approached with EXP. Let me tell you, it is the biggest game changer in my life and a lot of agents' lives around the world. So be open to what message is, because it literally, there is no other brokerage like it on the planet. And we're going to show you how and why. I launched Washington, D.C., 10 years ago. And as a result of it, I have hundreds of agents all around the world that are part of my team. And I couldn't be more thankful to Glenn Sanford, who started this. So we're going to talk about the company, but those are the three players there. Again, if you have questions, go ahead and put it in the chat session.
Hey, David, 1 second. si tienen alguna pregunta, ustedes, por favor, no sé cómo hacer en inglés, en español, escriban su pregunta en español, en inglés, francés, en hebreo. We speak, ¿no? American Global Group, we speak, EXP, speak your language. So, cualquier idioma lo van escribiendo y al final de la presentación va a haber una Q&A para tener una conversación. Go ahead, David.
Okay, so we have a PowerPoint presentation, but I want to put this in a very simple form on how this company is different. And one slide is going to share that. We're real estate professionals. You're real estate professionals, and you've been selling real estate, right? Chances are you're working for a brokerage that somebody else owns or some other franchise, and you're just selling. And what happens is believe it or not, we get attracted by logos and names, but we don't look at the business model of these brokerages. And what I mean by that is you sell real estate, but then when the time comes for you to retire, or possibly you get sick or injured, or God forbid, you pass on, there's nothing that brokerage is going to give you. Nothing. And I know that. You won't have any ownership. You won't share in the revenue. You won't get any stock. And I was at RE/MAX for 12 years. When I left, I got nothing. Chances are you're in the same situation. This is how this company is different. We sell real estate, and we do it at a very high level. I'm agent number 50. We have 58,000 agents around the world now in 10 short years. But here's the thing. Here's the real game changer here. And I think that this is the reason why Louis saw this opportunity. Is I'm going to put some of you folks on mute there. Sorry about that. This is the game changer. EXP offers and every agent stock, free stock. When you sell something, the company gives you stock equity for free. If you cap, which means that you're a pretty good producing agent, the company will give you stock. So you actually have ownership in the company. And that is worth something when you go to retire. I know for me, it's already paid for my kids' college education. So that's the first thing, is we give every agent the opportunity to earn equity for free. The company gives it to you. Here's the third one, is you now have the opportunity to earn revenue sharing. The company shares 50% of the revenue with its agents. And how that's done is very simple. If I introduce somebody to the company, anybody, anywhere in the world that EXP is, I get a percentage of their gross commission every year that person's in real estate. And you can introduce this to as many people as you want around the world. Now, let me tell you, some of you may or may not be familiar with other brokerages offering something of this nature. I can tell you that EXP has the highest revenue sharing program in the real estate industry. We sell real estate at a very high level. We give our agents stock, and we share in the revenue. You can build a team. I have hundreds of people around the world. You too have the ability, and this is the fastest growing real estate brokerage that's ever existed. You folks here, you're the first people to hear about Panama. This is a ground floor opportunity. Louis, I'm going to put you on the spot here. What was it about you that triggered something that said, I'm going to go with this company?
Very simple actually. I own franchises here in Panama. I know how difficult it is for all these franchises to grow because the overhead is so expensive, right? They have to, out of their own pocket, invest a lot of money to grow the company. So what happens is the only person that actually is going to make money is the owner of the company. Because the split commission here usually is 50-50. That means that an agent works for a franchise and it has to give back 50% of their work. And to me, that was crazy, but it's the only way a company or a franchise could survive. Okay. When I saw EXP, I know something changed. I saw the future of the real estates coming along, and it was the right time to do it, because after the pandemic, what we needed to was, first of all, a real estate platform which technology could take you to the future and also gave you the ability to work from home or from anywhere in the world. You are connected through Workplace. And on top of that, you are going to make passive income by sharing or helping the company expand, and that is very beneficial. But on top of that, it gives you the ability to be an owner by owning shares. And those shares will live forever. If you keep it on the market, if the company is in the market, you will constantly make earnings over those shares if the company grows. So that's what attracted me to the company.
You couldn't have said it better. It really is. You now have the opportunity for ownership of a brokerage, and you actually have the opportunity to share in the revenues with this brokerage. And that's the key reason why this company is drastically different. We're not owned by anybody other than the agents. We're a publicly traded company. We're not a franchise. I'm not working for somebody. I'm not looking to make somebody else rich. The agents are the majority owners of the company, which is groundbreaking. Glenn Sanford, who is the founder of the company, came from Keller Williams. Every time I see him, I go up and I hug him and I thank him, saying, thank you for creating this company because you've changed my life and thousands of agents' lives. One thing I want to show you right here, guys, is EXP within the last 10 years has gone from one agent to nearly 60,000 agents. And just within the last few years, this company has opened up in all of these countries. Mario, you are part of NAR's global outreach. Have you ever seen anything like this? You're on mute, buddy. Mario, you're on mute.
Oh, okay. Now what about yes?
There you
Come
go.
on, Davey. You tried. Yes, never saw in my last, no, my 28 years of real estate, never see a company like this. Let me switch to Spanish para mis colegas panameños, nuestros colegas de Colombia también, que está, ¿cómo se llama? Tiene EXP, nuestros compañeros mexicanos que está EXP, nuestros amigos brasileños y todos los 50,000, o creo que hay como 200,000 agentes en los Estados Unidos que hablan español. Entonces, this is going crazy. That's why EXP Global is going, everybody wants to join to this company. Como decía Luis Pimentel, esta es una compañía del futuro con la tecnología. El COVID, lamentablemente, no ha sido una crisis médica, una crisis, ¿cómo se llama?, mundialmente, pero EXP, que no ha sido fundado durante COVID, ¿no? El fundador, Glenn Senso, creó este sistema virtual de no oficinas, networking, globalmente en el 2008, ¿no es cierto? Tiene como 10 años. Entonces, ha sido una persona muy visionaria y ahora, en los últimos 2-3 años, de EXP se ha extendido en todos los Estados Unidos, se ha extendido, como pueden ver, ¿no es cierto? Está en todo Estados Unidos, Canadá, México, Puerto Rico, Colombia, España, Europa, la India. Entonces está creciendo mucho porque como yo tenía, no, por 20 años tenía mi propia compañía y en el 2001, I moved my global business to EXP para crecer y tratar de, ¿cómo se llama?, de colaborar. Y como decía Luis, ¿no es cierto? Él era dueño de una franquicia, cobraba, ¿no es cierto?, el gasto que uno tiene que gastar para oficina, páginas web, todo ya EXP lo tiene, ¿no es cierto? Entonces los gastos de $10,500, 10,000 a $15,000 mensuales, uniéndose a EXP, los gastos bajan a creo que son $80. Bueno, acá en Estados Unidos son lo que le llaman technology fee, ¿no es cierto? Baja tremendo y la oportunidad que uno tiene para expandirse, ¿no es cierto? Y ahora se han dado cuenta que, bueno, yo soy el vicepresidente del Global Alliance Committee y el LNR en los últimos 5 años, ¿no? La asociación más grande del mundo, con 1.4 millones de realtors. Tenemos, hace como 10 años teníamos acuerdos bilaterales con 20 países. Ahora, en el 2000, en junio, se firmó acuerdos bilaterales con 120 países, ¿no es cierto? Es por algo, ¿no es cierto? Porque el mercado global ha cambiado tremendo. Entonces, EXP, la razón está creciendo bastante. So, por favor, miren, llámenlo a Lucho, que es el principal broker, Ask David, me preguntan a mí para ver cómo se llama, cuál es la mejor manera y explicarles, ¿no es cierto? Cuando tomen una decisión concreta, esta es una compañía de real estate que le va a cambiar su vida totalmente. Okay, David, I know you speak some Spanish, so
I was going to say, I couldn't have said it better myself.
yeah.
Listen, let's talk a little bit about our business model and how it's different. But before I do that, I want to share with you just one simple aspect to this. I don't know anybody in Panama. But because of this model, Mario and I are business partners. I brought somebody on, Mario came on board. I am now working with Mario. He's selling real estate, but he's also introducing this model to people in Brazil, in Colombia, in Portugal. And I am working with him, helping him, and we're both, it's both working for us. Now I'm fortunate enough to be working with Lewis and helping him in every way that I can. This is how unique this model is. And the bottom line is, instead of all this revenue going to some fancy executive billionaire, the money is being shared with agents. That is groundbreaking. It's unselfish of Glenn Sanford. So here's a little bit about how we're different. Number one, we are a cloud-based brokerage. We don't have a bunch of fancy buildings that people never go to anymore. We use technology. We use a 3D virtual platform. We utilize Workplace Facebook. But on top of that, Lewis will actually have a location right there in Panama City at the Regis office, so you can go and visit him. Is that correct?
That is correct, David. We're going to have one office to receive candidates or people that are interested in knowing a little bit more about EXP, but it's going to be on a agenda. We have to set up a meeting and we can see each other over there, and then we can talk about EXP and explain the model one-on-one.
It has an incredibly highly attractive commission split, which I'll show you here in a second, revenue sharing, stock options, and the training is out of this world. Right now, EXP offers, check this out, over 50 live classes a week. And some of these from some of the top agents in the country, in the world now. Do you guys get HGTV down there, Lewis?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so Tarek El Moussa from Flipper Flop, he's on with EXP. Fan Merrill, who is probably one of the big real estate flippers in the country, he's with EXP. Grant Cardone, one of the largest training individuals, most successful for real estate, he's with EXP. And there's a reason why these people who are very successful in their own right are coming here, is because they see an even greater opportunity. Um, we already went
Como
here.
yo-
I want to show
Sí,
you.
no, pues llama, como, primero el pésame al tío. Yo, o sea, ¿me entiendes? Acá no creo que,
Well,
no sé.
oh, Stephanie's talking. This is the leadership team that we have here. And I know that Lewis has been working primarily with Michael Valdez, who is the EXP Global Outreach, and he has extensive experience with helping companies grow. Century 21, Caldwell Banker, ERA, Sotheby's. He is doing a phenomenal job. Again, Lewis, if I could put you on the spot here, what has been your initial interaction with the company?
Global support. I think the company right now, the whole team, the whole global team is there 100% to support us, to get us through this initial stage. And we have worked at blinding speed to get Panama set up. And when I see this, it's just a matter of time when I think EXP footprint is going to be bigger and bigger and bigger, every month. So it's been a support, a team, an excellent professional team, international, that help us out through the business locally and internationally.
One of the things, guys, is it's no longer the broker or the manager's responsibility for agent attraction. You are empowered in this company to introduce people to the company, and you get paid on it. That is the incredible thing. I'm going to fast forward to the actual breakdown of the actual business model. Maybe you can explain a little bit about Guillermo and his position right here, Lewis, before I go there.
Yeah, okay. I'd like to introduce to Guillermo Leblanc, who's right here with me. He's going to be part of our team. He is actually in charge of agents relationship, and also he will be doing some of the training for the startup program, which is a really tremendous program to start your business 30, 60, and 90 days. So Guillermo, if you want to say some few words.
Thank you so much, Luis. Yeah, it's a pleasure to be part of the team. I'm here in EXP since a couple of days.
Oh, he got cut off there.
Vale.
Well, we're excited. He had a little bit of feedback there. You want to
Yeah.
jump on?
No. Yes, we are right here, both together. So I'm just
Okay.
loses his audio. Yeah. So I'm in charge of all those service for the agents and the enrollment. It's a pretty intense process, but it's going to be really good for all the agents that are coming into the EXP team in Panama.
Hablo en español ahora.
Y bueno, si lo comento en español también para toda la audiencia, saludos también a Gabriel que está con nosotros aquí. También veo que Sandra, Stephanie, muchos agentes que han estado en contacto ya conmigo están con nosotros en esta llamada. Saludos a todos. Básicamente estaré ayudando a todo el soporte y el servicio para el enrollment de todos los agentes en Panamá. Han sido unos días bastante intensos, pero también bastante interesantes. Y como Luis comentaba, tenemos un soporte muy interesante del equipo global, donde es muy robusto y muy profesional el equipo. Así que para mí es un placer estar en este proceso tan interesante de la implementación de EXP en Panamá.
Excellent, muy excelente, un placer, Guillermo. David, let me say something that's a very important point that Luis y Guillermo mentioned, so let me do it in Spanish.
Yes.
Definitivamente, como David, a Luis, el modelo de EXP, ¿no es cierto?, te deja a uno, o en cada, bueno, yo estoy acá en el estado de Washington, D.C., tengo 3 licencias, Washington, D.C., Virginia y Maryland. Entonces yo antes, el año pasado, por los 20 años, yo era el principal broker, me tenía que preocuparnos por la contabilidad, el entrenamiento, todas esas cosas, ¿no? Tratar de reclutar. Ahora, cuando me cambié al modelo de EXP y tengo mi grupo que se llama el American Global Group a EXP, en cada estado hay un principal broker que va a dar soporte técnico, ¿no es cierto? Las clases que da EXP hay 50, ¿no es cierto? A uno como dueño de su compañía, como dueño de su grupo, lo deja hacer que lo que nos gusta más a nosotros, ¿no es cierto? Vender las propiedades, conectar buyers y sellers, y le da la oportunidad de crecer, ¿no es cierto? Como un ejemplo, le voy a dar mi ejemplo mío, ¿no? Entré en febrero de este año, American Global Group, ahora estamos ahí, vamos a ir a Panamá, tengo un grupo en Brasil, ¿no es cierto? En Portugal estoy trabajando, y lo bueno de eso, en cada esos lugares que está EXP, ya hay un principal broker, ¿no es cierto? Entonces, el modelo que a uno lo deja expandirse, uno se puede quedar en Panamá, uno se puede quedar acá en West Virginia solamente, pero si uno, ¿no es cierto?, especialmente a los jóvenes, a los retos que están comenzando esta carrera, que tienen 2 o 5 años, la oportunidad, ¿no? Me hubiera gustado cuando yo comencé hace 28 años tener este modelo y avanzar, no crecer inmenso. Entonces, le da la oportunidad al que quiere trabajar en Panamá City o como se llama, en Boquete, ¿no es cierto?, en el Valle, pero también le da la oportunidad, si uno es agresivo, ¿no es cierto?, llevar su negocio a Colombia, ¿no?, a Venezuela, a México, a Brasil, a Europa, ¿no? Es algo increíble. Un placer, ¿cómo se llama? Guillermo, te voy a estar llamando para hacer más preguntas, y con Luis, ¿no? Tienes un principal broker, uno de los mejores o el mejor en Panamá. So, Luis, felicitaciones, hermano. Thank you, David.
You
Gracias,
got it.
compañero.
So guys, here's the nuts and bolts of the business model. First of all, incredible generous commission splits. You said the average is 50-50 at there in that area. How would you like to have 75-25 and go to 100? That's what it is. You also can earn revenue, stock equity, and if you are an agent that is considered a good top producing agent and you hit a certain benchmark with EXP, guess what? You don't pay anything. The company pays you. So your stock is given to you to negate what you've paid. What I mean by that is, here's the business model. It's a 75-25 split. 75 going to the agent, 25 going to the brokerage until you cap. And the cap is it 16,000, Louis? Yes.
Yes.
And once you cap, you get 100% of your commission for the remainder of the year. 100%. The only thing that you'll have is a transaction fee when you hit that 100%. On the right-hand side, this is for joining the company, 150. That'll get you, I think, your first month of payment, as well as some business cards and things like that. And then there's a monthly fee to be with the company of $75. That's it. I don't hear anybody clapping or cheering. The next thing is revenue sharing. And what I mean by that is, if I introduce somebody to my current company, where I live, they would give me a Starbucks card and that's it. Here, you get paid a percentage of their gross commission. So if I introduce Mario to the company and he's a decent selling agent, guess how much money I can make on him for a year? $2,800. And I can bring on as many people as I want anywhere in the world that EXP is licensed. Well, guess what? It doesn't stop there. This is a 7-layer, what we call revenue system. So if I bring Mario on, Mario introduces somebody and it goes down, I get paid on every one of those levels. It is incredible. Here it is right here, guys. The tier 1 is people that I've introduced personally. Tier 2 is those people that I've introduced have introduced people, and so on. And as you can see, the numbers are astronomical on what you can attain with just a little bit of agent attraction. And we're a very, very, very profitable company. So you say, how could you afford to pay this out? Well, guess what? Most brokerages, as Louis was saying, They're buying buildings and overhead and capital expenditures and insurance and all these different things. EXP has eliminated a lot of that and given it back to the agents. I don't know if you want to say it in Spanish, but I'll say this last part. This is the icon status. So if you sell and you've gone to what we call cap and you've given the company your $16,000, but if you do a certain amount of transactions after you cap, say 20 transactions, guess what? 16,000, the company turns around and gives you stock in that amount. That's unheard of. They give you stock in that amount. And that stock, I can't go on record to say it's going to grow, but it could grow over the course of, years with the company. And that's part of your retirement. There's actually a couple different ways that you can earn the stock. One is free selling. Another one is introducing somebody to the company and they sell something. And another one is what we call capping. These are the different equity awards that are given right here. $200 for your first transaction in stock, $400 if you fully cap, $400 if you introduce an agent to the company and they sell something. And then on top of that, we have what is called an agent equity program. It's basically you as the agent have the opportunity to get stock in our company at a discount just because you're with EXP. So you could basically take 5% of your commission and buy the stock at a 10% discount.
Yes.
If you can tell me another company that's doing that, I would be floored. Luis, Mario, I don't know if you want to chime in and
No, como decía David, ¿no es cierto? Es otra manera, la compañía EXP, el business model, le ofrece a la gente, ¿no es cierto? Básicamente son tres modelos. Uno, con un split muy bueno, que es en este caso es 75-25 en Panamá. Si uno llega a vender lo que le llaman un Icon Realtor, que tiene bastante. Una de las razones que muchos equipos, en Estados Unidos hay muchos equipos que están en diferentes compañías, Keller Williams, Remax, ¿no es cierto? Se han cambiado porque el CAP mayormente, ¿no es cierto? Otras compañías, todas tienen diferentes business model, 50-50, 60-60 el split, acá son el 80. Entonces, si uno tiene un equipo, ¿no es cierto?, productivo de 5, 10, 15 personas, y mayormente el CAP es lo máximo que la compañía va a cobrar, ¿no es cierto? Entonces, un ejemplo, Keller Williams creo que el CAP es $28,000, $30,000. Compass es otro CAP también que tiene. Entonces, EXP tiene $16,000 que uno en 3, 4 transacciones lo puede hacer, ¿no es cierto? Cuando uno le paga $16,000 a EXP, la siguiente transacción viene a ser al 100%, ¿no es cierto? Y que es algo bueno. Y si uno es un tag producer o quiera aprender, ¿no es cierto? Que en estos momentos EXP le va a dar todas las herramientas para que crezcan, ¿no es cierto? Que sean todos lo que llaman un Icon Realtor, un tag producer, todas las herramientas para que le hagan todas las clases. Esos $16,000 que uno pagó a EXP, la compañía se lo regresa en forma de stacks. Entonces, francamente, uno viene a hacer un 100% con todas las herramientas que tenía, ¿no? Y también lo que decía también David estaba explicando, el revenue share. Cuando uno, ¿no es cierto?, comienza, a crecer su grupo, su compañía, ¿no es cierto? Depende de cada agente, ¿no es cierto? Acá EXP no le dice que tiene que hacer esto, no tiene lo que le llaman un fonduring, ¿no es cierto? Que uno tiene que ir a las oficinas los viernes, la reunión. Acá EXP le da toda la flexibilidad a la gente, a ustedes, ¿no es cierto? cómo quieren llevar su negocio, ¿no es cierto? ¿Se quieren quedar en Boquete, se quieren quedar en el Valle o quieren llevar su negocio globalmente? EXP, le repito de nuevo, le da todas las herramientas, todos los tools para hacerlo crecer. Entonces, uno cuando van creciendo la compañía y uno trae otro compañero, no solamente en Panamá, en cualquier parte de Panamá o donde está EXP, está en Colombia, se une al grupo, ¿no? de Pedro o cómo se llama el señor Gabriel o cualquier otro grupo, ¿no es cierto? En este caso, el mío, mi grupo que se llama American Global Group, uno como si quiere que esa persona debajo de él crezca también, entonces por eso le va a ayudar a la persona abajo que crezca o sea igual que uno, ¿no es cierto? Entonces cuando uno va a traer otros agentes y eso, ¿entiende? Eso, como le repito de nuevo, tengo 29 años en el negocio y muchas personas, ¿no es cierto?, me han dicho, Mario, que estaban personas que estaban en Florida, en California, me veo, quiero trabajar contigo, Mario, pero lamentablemente no podían trabajar conmigo porque yo tengo licencia en Virginia, Washington, D.C., pero no tengo licencia en la Florida, en California o en otros países, ¿no es cierto? Ahora, con este business model, ustedes o como yo, no tengo que tener una licencia, porque un ejemplo, en Panamá, el principal broker es Luis. Todo el entrenamiento, todas las cosas le van a ir a Luis. Entonces, si tienen un compañero, ustedes, ¿no? Katy, si tienen un colega o hace negocios en Nueva York o en Ohio, en San Francisco, le puede decir, no, Katy le habla a su colega en San Francisco o en mismo Europa, ¿no? Mira, tengo EXP, quieres trabajar conmigo, quieres aprender o quieres, no eres un dark producer, lo trae a la compañía, entonces de esa manera va Katy, va a crecer. Entonces el modelo es no complicado, pero lo pueden ver, tiene diferentes oportunidades para cada uno de ustedes, cómo quieren llevar su negocio adelante. All right, David, thank you.
Well said, Mario. And Louis, I don't know if you have something you want to chime in.
Yeah, well, basically, bueno, realmente lo que quiero decir es que esta compañía viene a revolucionar la industria inmobiliaria. Sí quiero hacer un comentario sobre el tope o el cap que tiene que cumplir cada agente. Mario, dijiste algo de Keller Williams y para que sepas, el cap de ellos es mucho menos de lo que tú mencionaste para aquí de Panamá. Así que sí quiero hacer esa salvedad. Pero también quiero hacer la salvedad puntualmente que EXP trajo un modelo de negocio o trae un modelo de negocio que ciertamente va a ayudar a todos los agentes a recibir, obviamente, más ingresos de lo que usualmente está habituado. Inicia realmente uniéndose al equipo de EXP con una división de comisiones mucho más alta de lo que estamos acostumbrados a ver. Entonces, entiéndame que en la visual de todos nosotros, siempre cuando vendemos decimos, ok, si yo trabajo, yo formo parte de un equipo, ¿qué tengo que hacer? Obviamente, todas las herramientas tecnológicas que uno necesita para llevar adelante una operación, si lo hace individualmente, ¿verdad? Es muy costosa. Si adicional a eso, abres una ubicación o abres una oficina, eso también es muy costoso. Y si adicional a eso, tu idea de negocio es llegar globalmente a vender tus propiedades o tus proyectos, ese networking que tú vas a hacer también es muy costoso. Entonces, EXP viene y te apoya con todo eso. Es increíble. EXP tiene una plataforma virtual que se llama El Mundo de EXP, donde tú caminas a través de este mundo con un avatar, algo muy moderno. Y increíblemente, en tu caminar por este mundo, donde tienes salas de conferencias, tienes oficinas, tienes realmente prácticamente como si tú estuvieras trabajando que se llama Workplace, en un lugar de trabajo virtual. Tú caminas por este mundo y tú conoces gente. La gente te para, se pone al lado tuyo y te empieza a hablar, sin tener de repente esa timidez que uno típicamente tiene con una cámara, con un Zoom. Lo puedes hacer de una manera muy relajada dentro de la comunidad o de la comodidad del espacio donde tú trabajas. Aparte, yo también individualicé un gran beneficio en este mundo virtual. Al tener más de 50,000 agentes, si tú organizas una conferencia, por ejemplo, para promover un desarrollo o para promover una propiedad que tú tengas de muy alto nivel, tú mandas unos volantes, mandas unas invitaciones y de estos, sin más de 50,000 agentes alrededor del mundo, pueden estar presentes para que tú promuevas tu proyecto. Así que a mí me parece realmente es una oportunidad donde me gusta decir el futuro ya está aquí. Obviamente estamos recién llegando. Y también tengo que decir un comentario sobre eso. Siempre que uno se mete a compañías que tienen un éxito probado como la que ha tenido EXP y uno se mete temprano, obviamente los beneficios de crecer tu negocio o de expandirte siempre son, verdad, una gran oportunidad al inicio. Así que me encantaría conversar con cada uno de ustedes después personalmente para decirles o explicarles un poquito todos los elementos que involucra EXP en Panamá, no solamente el soporte global con todas las personas que nos capacitan diariamente, con la educación que hay, pero también la forma de hacer más ingresos y obviamente, por último, cómo puede beneficiar tu negocio. Así que yo siempre quedo con puertas abiertas. Ahorita mismo, como dije, la operación es pesada porque todos estamos empujando la carreta para que Panamá abra exitosamente y con todas las herramientas necesarias para que tú crezcas tu negocio. Así que quedo a las órdenes para todos. Gracias, David, y gracias, Mario.
No, perfecto. Hey, David, I think trying to follow up with what Luis say. No, he's trying to everybody have a lot of meeting. So can you put that flyer that the American Global Group and the Capital Explorers, we are going to Panama. Can you put that flyer, that information? I know
we are, it's impossible to cover everything that this company has to offer in this short amount of time. But like Louis and Mario was saying, this is an opportunity, guys. And I can tell you firsthand, those that get on early benefit the most. Because what's going to happen is you're going to have a lot of agents talking about this company. Now that Louis is now promoting it, and there's going to be a lot of people in there, and they're going to say, oh, that's not going to work here. Oh, that's not going to, that brokerage is going to go by the wayside. And I can tell you firsthand, those people that say that are going to come back years from now and come with the company. And those that come on early are going to be thankful. We are going to be there. We're actually going to be one of the first groups there doing a live presentation in August. We're going to send you all an invite, but spread the word, but be strategic about it. If you're going to bring on your team, come on first and bring them on underneath you. But it's going to be Thursday, August 12th. We're going to be at the Residence Inn, and we're going to have a little cocktail hour and a formal presentation. We might even have 2 of them there. I will be there the entire weekend, and so will Mario. And then we're going to have another one the following day at the Pink Palace in Panama. Maybe you can talk a little bit about that, Mario.
Yes, como decía David, ¿no es cierto? Nosotros vamos a ser el grupo de nosotros, que David somos en el área de Washington, D.C., mi grupo es el American Global Group, a EXP, y el Capital Explorers, ¿no es cierto? El de Washington, D.C., y David comenzó cuando comenzó EXP, él fue el agente número 50, entonces sabe todos los in and outs de EXP. Entonces, como vemos que Panamá tiene un potencial para agentes y un potencial, ¿no es cierto?, para baby boomers, los 50 millones que todavía quedan de baby boomers de Canadá y Estados Unidos, el mercado de Panamá es algo grande, y también la coyuntura, las cosas políticas que nos ocurren. Yo soy peruano, que está pasando en Perú, o Chile, Argentina, muchos hermanos de Latinoamérica se vienen a Panamá, se vienen a Estados Unidos o se van a Panamá. Entonces, el potencial que tiene Panamá para agentes que muevan su negocio, su business model ¿cómo se llama? A EXP, American Global Group, y clientes, ¿no es cierto?, americanos y clientes de Latinoamérica, exponer, ¿no es cierto?, todas las, unirnos, hacer estrategias. Entonces es un potencial. Entonces nosotros vamos a ser el primer grupo que vamos a ir a Panamá para explicar, por una cosa hacer de cómo se llama, Zoom, todo, pero cuando uno habla directamente es totalmente diferente, ¿no es cierto? Entonces voy a estar el 12 de agosto en Panamá, en la ciudad de Panamá, y el 13, que es el viernes a las 5 en Punta Chame, ahí se conoce mejor que yo, ¿no? Punta Chame, en el Pink Palace, es un pequeño resort en la playa, todo chévere. Entonces, escríbanse cualquier pregunta que tengan, por favor. Llaman a David, me llaman a mí, ¿no es cierto? Estamos a Don Lucho, que es estoy muy contento que Lucho, repito de nuevo, es un excelente compañero, profesional, broker, y lo bueno que tiene la experiencia de ser un principal broker, ¿no es cierto? Eso especialmente para ustedes, de repente que tienen ya 5 o 10 años de experiencia, pero para el futuro, ¿no es cierto? El futuro realtor de panameños, ellos necesitan el apoyo de un principal broker. Entonces, Luis, lo repito y lo repito, estoy muy contento, tremenda persona, y es un líder, ¿no es cierto? Viendo ser presidente de ACOBIR, que ha sido este año es el border internacional del A&R, que lo veo a Lucho, entonces estoy muy contento de nuevo. Nos vemos, cualquier pregunta, Lucho, David, yo, ¿no es cierto? También mi compañera Dana Gibson, que está de South Carolina, que también ha estado en Panamá, para trabajar juntos, ver la manera, cualquier pregunta. Yo sé que tienen bastantes preguntas, pero verdad, es una buena oportunidad, y se comunica con nosotros cualquier pregunta que tengan, por favor. ¿Ok, David?
Well, what I did is I put it in the chat session there, the 2 events, so you can sign up and we spread the word. We're going to be down there. We're going to have a cocktail reception. And if you come, Lewis is going to be there, Mario, myself, and we're going to answer all of your questions regarding this groundbreaking company. I want to clear out with this one last example, guys, to show you the power of EXP that I didn't have at Remax or any other brokerage that I was with, and I'll guarantee you probably don't have it where you are. When we talk about the revenue sharing, this is how this works. If I introduce people to the company anywhere, Panama, Portugal, Mexico, United States, I can make $2,800 every year just on top of my sales. And that's what Lewis was talking about, the residual income, the revenue sharing. Say I'm really aggressive and I get 4 people. I can actually make an additional $11,000. So I'm getting almost $1,000 a month just by introducing people to the company. But what happens is those people come on board and they say, hey, I'm going to introduce people to the company. And you get paid on the 2nd and 3rd and 4th levels, depending upon where they are. And the unique thing that Glenn Sanford, the founder of our company, said is what this does is it creates an environment where the people that you bring on board, you want to help them. You want to help them with their business, help them with agent attraction. You want to help them. In my previous brokerage, nobody cared about whether I sold something or not. And what happens is, as you start to grow your team, and that's what I call it, your team, for every 5 people you bring in, it opens up another level. Now, I don't want to confuse you, but say if I just was in this same model right here, I brought in a 5th person. I personally introduced 5 people. Now it jumps to $30,000 a year. You ready for this? We have some people in this company that are making $40,000, $50,000, $200,000 a year. There's no limit. So let that sink in. This model is different than any other brokerage out there. And I thank Glenn because it's basically a business gift that he's given us and it can be, there's no glass ceiling. You can literally make your team as big as you want. So I don't know if there's some closing words, Luis and Mario, that you want to say. We're going to be down there in 1 month. I can't wait. If you have questions in the meantime, Mario and myself and Luis for emails and contact information, but we are excited to kick the doors down and open up Panama in a huge way. And we're there to help.
Bueno, buena locación para la próxima reunión que vamos a tener pronto. Vamos a estar en el Pink Palace en Punta Chame, así que es una buena oportunidad, un poquito mitad ciudad, mitad playas, para reunirnos y conversar de este modelo de negocio que estoy seguro va a ser muy beneficioso para todos ustedes.
Thank you, Luis. Muchas gracias, Luis. David, yes, in closing remarks, definitivamente, repito, ¿no? 29 años en el rubro de bienes y raíces. Me hubiera gustado conocer este EXP al comienzo, ¿no es cierto? Cuando todavía Super Mario tiene energías todavía, pero entiende, definitivamente mírenlo bien, las oportunidades, las herramientas que tiene, ¿no es cierto? No, el revenue sharing, el networking, ¿cómo se llama? El friendship que uno tiene trabajando. EXP tiene todo eso, y lo principal, ¿no es cierto? En Business Model no solamente es mayormente en las compañías o los franchises, como decía Luis, el que tiene, el que gana la más cantidad de dinero es el dueño de la compañía, ¿no es cierto? EXP le da la oportunidad a cada uno de nosotros, que me la ha dado a mí, de ustedes, ¿no es cierto? Y de las personas que, ¿cómo se llama?, quieren introducir a este negocio de real estate, le da la oportunidad. Y el costo, ¿no es cierto? El costo es igual, $80, $70 a month, ¿no? $80 mensuales, que no es nada, ¿no es cierto? Con las herramientas de la venta para crecer, ¿no? Entonces, piénselo bien, hagan preguntas, converse con su principal broker Luis, nos llaman, ¿cómo se llama?, a David, o me dan una llamadita a mí, con mucho gusto para explicarle con detalle. Y definitivamente espero verlos en Panamá City, o también en Punta Chame, para que traigan a las personas que están interesadas y a trabajar juntos. La otra cosa, este modelo EXP le deja trabajar, que su equipo crezca, ¿no es cierto? Porque cuando ustedes ganan, ellos crecen, todo el mundo gana, ¿no es cierto? Entonces, todo es about teamwork. Les vamos a trabajar lo vamos a ayudar al team de Luis Pimentel, Don Lucho, Panamá EXP, para que crezca Panamá, para que crezca EXP, y para que crezca el equipo de Dana Gibson en South Carolina, el equipo de la señora Katia Montero, ¿no es cierto?, el señor Pedro. Todos los equipos estamos acá para trabajar. Muchas gracias por presentar, y que viva Panamá, Luchito, que viva Panamá.
Eso, viva Panamá, Mario. Ese otro panameño más, nada más para que sepan.
I don't mean to ruin the climax here. I'm going to say one last thing and then we'll sign off. Guys, this is important. It's an important decision when you come on board, that you partner with the right people that have your best interest in it. And what I'm saying is you might get contacted by, we have 60,000 agents all around the world, and somebody might send you a link or email, and you have your managing broker, and you have the NAR Global Outreach Director and Mario Rubio as part of this call. And how do I fit into this picture? I'm agent number 50. I've attracted hundreds of people around the world. By putting our talents together, we're going to help those that we bring on the opportunity to do the same thing. So we look forward to seeing you in August, guys.
Thank you. All right, guys.
Awesome. I can't wait to go
Luis.
to Panama.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to sign off.
Saludos a todos.
We will wait for you.
All right, okay, don Pedro, nos vemos en
First drinks on me.
Hermano, vamos con todo, papá.
First drinks on me.
Nos vemos, Pedro, un placer de verte.
Igual, Super Mario, gustazo,
Saludos,
hermano.
Pedro, saludos, Pedro.